Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Legacy Farm, the podcast. I'm your host, Jace Young, and today's topic and discussion that I wanted to cover with you guys is around the price of leadership. Now, a lot of you listening to this podcast, you are in the business owner seat, or really you're in the leadership seat inside of your company or inside of your organization. Now, I recently went through some challenging times here inside of one of our companies where we actually, unfortunately, had to let somebody go. And I don't like doing that, guys. I don't know one person that does enjoy doing that. I hate it, right? Especially with just the timing of this one, just the things that transpired and things like that. It was just really unfortunate that it got to this place. And the thing is, though, is that when you're in a position where you have to really remove somebody out of your life, and I'm talking whether it's business or family, these two things to me are very similar in nature. Whenever you get to that point where you have to remove them, it's never going to be easy. Now, the whole point of today's message is to really talk about the price of leadership, because as a leader, when you commit to being in this role inside of your operation or inside of your family, just get used to the simple fact that every decision you make, yes, it could be in the greater good of the company, right, and the long-term vision of the company, but short-term, you're going to hurt people, right? And this is just the reality, and this is just the nature of the beast that we ultimately operate in and live in, because when you are making these decisions, not everybody's going to agree with you, not everybody's going to understand with you, but at the end of the day, there's only going to be one person to blame, and it's you, unfortunately, just like it was me in this situation, and it'll always be me because, and this, again, this is just what's challenging about being in that leadership role, because you probably have this vision, right, of where you want to take the company and where you want to take the business, and I feel like over and over again, God is going to challenge you on just how committed you are to making that happen, because when you do make changes or you do make decisions, there is always somebody on the other end, whether it's in your team or in your family or whatever that may be, that is going to be pissed off about the decisions that you did make there. So again, the price of leadership. You agreed to this when you sat down at this table. You were the one that was looking for this and asking for this inside of your life. You want everybody wants this freedom and to make all the money that they can possibly make and just all these different things. Well, that comes with a price, right? In order to do that, you have to sit in the leadership seat. And in order to sit in the leadership seat, you have to be willing to feel that weight of responsibility that comes when you get backlash from the decisions that you are making inside of the business. And at the end of the day, you have to do what is best for ultimately the business long-term and the best for your life long-term and things as well. So, and again, guys, it's not easy to do that, especially when, like I was talking about, you have to fire somebody. That sucks. I hate doing it. It literally keeps me up at night. I'm staring at the ceiling, or I feel sick to my stomach that I have to do this to somebody. But at the end of the day, when we were looking at this person and we use something inside of our companies called the talent assessment, and on this, we're rating our team once a quarter based on their productivity, but also to their culture, right? Because at the end of the day, you can have somebody who's a super great culture fit, but if their productivity is terrible, well, man, that's a problem, right? Now they're holding the business back or not getting stuff done for customers. Vice versa is also true. You can have somebody that's really high on the productivity part of the chart, but they're really bad in the culture part, right? And those are the people that we call the troublemakers. The reason is because they're drama driven, right? They don't care about the culture of the company. They don't care about the core values of the company. Yeah, they may get their work done and they'd be fine there, but at the end of the day, what happened with this specific employee was that nobody trusted him. Nobody trusted him. And that's the thing is, like, when you're trying to build a positive culture inside of your company and you have somebody in there that's ultimately the bad apple that you can no longer trust, then yeah, as the leader, you have to make decisions. And again, it sucks. I hate it. It's terrible. I do not like doing it, but I signed up for it, just like you signed up to be in the leadership seat inside of your business or your operation. And so when you do that, yeah, sometimes you're going to get backlash. And guess what? I'm just here to tell you that it's okay. It's part of it. And it's really like when I really started to break it down, it's God challenging me and saying, Jace, how committed are you in getting this company to where you want it to go? Like, because I feel like he has a destiny for each one of us, and I feel like we're consistently challenged here again over and over, like how much we are willing to commit to that path and to commit to the ups and downs of that path. Because I don't know one entrepreneur, I don't know one other business owner or any of our customers in Legacy Farmer that haven't faced adversity like that, to where yeah, you are going to make a decision and somebody else is going to be pissed off. But here's the deal though too, that I'll share with this, and then we'll kind of end this podcast. Is it levels up your awareness. Now, what do I mean by that? We are constantly in a position where we are impacted by the choices that other people make. Now, here's the deal. If I am in my situation or in my role inside of organizations as the leader and as the founder and as the visionary, I get used to the simple fact that, hey, I hear everybody's opinion, right? I hear exactly what everybody's saying, but here's the deal. This is what we are going to do. This is why I decided to do this. I know it doesn't fit with what you wanted or what you wanted, but it's going to help us get to where we want to go long term. And I have to be confident in that decision. I have to hold my ground there. But the thing is, though, too, is like, let's say I was in my team seat, right? And again, I'm talking about just being a business owner in general. You raise your level of awareness, because the reality is you're working with other business owners around you that are going to make decisions that could negatively impact you, right? So again, having that awareness, saying, hey, you know what? I could be really mad at them, but at the same time, were they just in the position that I was just in, and they had to make a tough decision, and at the end of the day, somebody was not going to be happy with that decision, and it just ended up being me, right? Doesn't mean they were trying to do something negative towards me or anything like that. It just means that, hey, this time around, I was the one caught in the situation where, yeah, it had a negative impact on me, my family, or my business. And again, I'm not talking just in business, guys. This is in life in general as well. But it just levels you up as a business owner, because when you have to be that person that's making the decision that's negatively impacting other people, it is inevitable that we will all be in the position where somebody outside of our world makes a decision and it negatively impacts us. And so if I can have better awareness and be more open to it and really see things from a higher level there, it's just not going to cause so much stress and chaos inside of my life. So guys, at the end of the day, again, the whole topic of this episode was around the price of leadership. You are either willing to pay the price or you're not. And this is what is tough is, where I'm committed to taking one of our companies, Legacy Farmer, for example, that journey that we are going on and that commitment that I've made here, especially in the past 90 to 120 days, because you guys haven't seen a lot of podcasts or a lot of me there here recently. It's not because I've been sitting around. It's literally because I've been busy trying to get and put together the pieces that are going to allow us to take Legacy Farmer to a national or international level. And I made commitments, right? I signed documentation. I glued my ass in this seat and made a commitment that, hey, we are going here and that we are going to figure out a way to do that. And what I also committed to as well is pissing off a lot of people along the way, because I'm going to have to make some tough decisions going forward in the years ahead that not everybody's going to agree with. And guess what? That's okay. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to accomplish our mission inside of our companies, and whatever I have to do to get that done. Yeah, it may be painful, may suck, but also that inside of that area right there is where all growth happens, right? Where we develop as business owners and as leaders. So my friends, hopefully this whole conversation and topic resonated with you today. I'm sure you can look at your life and see where you've made decisions that somebody just wasn't happy with. And at the end of the day, you have to have conviction in what you're doing, and you have to have belief in who you are as a person and what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go, and that you're trying to lead people to this specific place. And in order to get there, yeah, we got to make some tough decisions sometimes, but are you really committed? So anyways, hopefully you found value inside of this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one.
What's up, everyone? My name is Jace Young. I'm the founder of a company called Legacy Farmer, and inside of that company, what we do is we've helped over 300 family farms simplify and streamline the entire financial side of their operation and help them learn their numbers at a deep, deep level so that they can implement the systems and the processes to make sure that their operation lives on for generations into the future.